So I was talking for at least 3 minutes and not connected to live. Go figure. Okay, it's only the second time, third time. Okay. All right, let's check this out. Yes, this is working now. I'm going live in IG. All right, we're going to leave that open. This is a whole nother universe for me, you guys. Hopefully you guys will see this soon. Let's wait a couple of minutes. It a little thing came up on StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard, and it said it's showtime, and I was like, all right, we're live. But guess what? We weren't. I needed to click one more time. So anyway, we're live now, but let's give people some time. I wanted to talk about the GoFundMe page, but I also realized that I hid my illness for a long time. I'm not going to get into it straight up because I want you guys to be able to ask some questions. So I am not just going to wait a little bit. Just going to wait. By the way, we've been looking at dogs. Obviously, of course, I need the hand cycle, so we can't get the dogs yet. But we've been looking. There's some really cute dogs in the shelter, and there are some dogs that have been in there since 2022, and that just breaks my heart. 3 years. Can you imagine being in that kind of confinement for 3 years? That's crazy. And yeah, that's going to be another let me see. I'm just going to take a peek and see if I can tell if anybody is here yet. Nobody's here. Let's go. Facebook. We got some notifications. Nope, not yet. Not yet, not yet. Let me see. Well, it says live here. All right, I can see it here. This is pretty cool. I know it's Friday afternoon and stuff, and it's a random time, but this gives me some time to kind of just practice more. So I really need to do it a little bit more than once a week. But yeah, and I didn't post. I don't think I posted anything really of much substance on. Yesterday was Thursday, and I don't think so. I don't think I did anything on Tuesday either because I've been kind of feeling kind of sick. So yeah, let's see. Wait a few more minutes. Nobody's here. I'm just kind of talking to myself. I'll edit this and all that because I'm going to post this once we're done with this live stream. I will save it, end it, and it downloads it to StreamYard, and then it just gets saved and I can post it. This is StreamYard is where I do my podcast, by the way. It's a pretty good platform. I think it's out of all the ones that I've used, and this is, I think, only like the third or fourth one that I used. This one is the best. You have the most options. And I feel like it's just more stable as far as what am I trying to say? It's more stable as far as like when I have a guest on and I, do the whole recording. I don't do the guest live because sometimes we just need to edit things out, and that's cool. So it's recorded, but once I end the recording with the person on StreamYard, it's great. It does upload pretty quickly, but on the other couple platforms I used, no, it was terrible, and it actually ruined 2 recordings. So I don't use them anymore, and I moved on to StreamYard, and I think it's great. Let me see here. I wanted to share this banner. I don't know if it saved it. Yes, it did. That's a miracle. Please donate to my medical fund. I know you're not going to be able to click on this, but let me see. I wonder. I'm not sharing any of my pages yet. I don't think my screen is sharing, but I'm wondering if I put this in the chat, the link, if that's something that you guys can access that way while we're live. Maybe? No. Did it? No, it didn't. Okay. Well, it's okay, because what's going to happen is after this recording, I'll post it and you guys can click on the link if you want to, or just share it. I know, like, sometimes you want to donate to a cause, but you just can't, because whatever, life, right? So some people can give $5, some people can give $100, some people can give 20, and some people can't give anything, and that's totally cool. Just share it. You never know. Like, the crowdfunding is great and the internet is amazing because you can reach so many people. Kombucha, just the best medicine for tummy aches. But crowdfunding, it's pretty cool that I can do this. I've already raised, let's see how much we've raised here. Let me share my screen. All right, I'll just share this tab. All right. So $1,120. You guys, like 17 donations. That's amazing. And it is just like, it's really awesome that you guys did that. And that you've shared my campaign and you're just being supportive and DMing me and all that kind of stuff. And I just figured, I think that sometimes people want to help, but they're like, if it's not somebody I know, they might be like, well, I know you're sharing this, their friend shared it with them or whatever. But I just want to make this update, and it's a longer update because we're doing it live. And like I said, I'll do some editing. But some people don't know me. Not everybody knows me. So, like, why should I give to you, Maria? Like, I don't know who you are. And people are like, oh, you need to tell them who you are. You need to tell them who you are. You need to tell people who you are. And I am not like, I'm an open book in some ways, and in other ways I am very private. And when I got diagnosed with MS, I just didn't tell anybody. It freaked me out. It really freaked me out. And I was afraid to tell anybody because I started dog training in like 96, 97. And then one of my friends hired me, and then I wanted to just go off on my own. So I went off on my own soon after that. And I rented, I didn't have a facility, but I rented space at a rec center and space at a couple of veterinarians. And I did pet sitting, in-home pet sitting for people. And I did private lessons in-home, or we'd meet at a park and that type of thing, or go to a park. So I'm doing all that. I don't have a facility, and I'm learning new ways of training, right? I stopped using aversives. I stopped using punishment and force, and started using science and evidence-based methods and force-free methods, and trained the hell out of my dogs with clicker when I came back from my first conference. And I think it was in Pittsburgh. It wasn't in Pittsburgh. It was in Pennsylvania. I can't remember the town. But anyway, you know, after a little bit, that like a couple years, I was like, you know what? I think I want to open my own facility because I'm driving all over the place. I was driving from one end of the county all the way to the other end of the county. And I was just like, I'm just, I'm not down with this. I'm not down with driving everywhere. It's a lot of wear and tear on my car, and I'm really busy and blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, I started looking to rent a facility to open a daycare and a training facility, and I did find one. And I found one just right around the holidays of 2000. And it was in Pinellas Park. It was a really good corner. Location, location, location. It's very true. And I was like, all right, let's do this. I looked at a whole bunch of places, and they were either too small or just were no AC, nothing, just like kind of like warehouse stuff or whatever. So found this great place, 5,000 square feet. It was 2 separate units, but the wall there, the wall went down the middle, but there was a doorway, a large doorway, that didn't have a door, that was just joining everything in a little hall, and I had everything gated, and I renovated the hell out of it. I just found those pictures. And I'm going to do another one of these. But I just found the pictures of the renovations. And one of the tools I was using was a tile stripper to strip off the vinyl tiles, like the thick, like the commercial tiles. I think they're made out of vinyl. And so it was freezing, I had mittens on, like my ski mittens and everything. And I just remember, holding this stripper, this big machine, and it's vibration and all that kind of stuff. And my hands are vibrating, right? That happens. But it just kind of stayed in like a vibrating feeling for a long time. And, I just kind of ignored it, and I just kept going. And then I took a break. I don't know, after who knows how many weeks of renovating, and I went to the movies with my friends. You know how the theater turns pitch black, and, before they start showing you all the stuff, all the previews and that. It got black, and for a while I have to back up. My eye was hurting me also at this time. My left eye, I felt like something was in it. And I just, I kept like touching it, like trying to get whatever it was out. And it was it hurt, But when the movie theater went completely pitch black for those few seconds before anything pops on, I saw it was as if somebody was up at the black screen shining like a pen light, really small white dot, like right in my eye. It's like, oh, that's weird, So I rubbed it again, and guess what? It didn't go away. Anyway, it was hurting, and it just wouldn't go away. And I kept noticing it, and I just kept noticing different issues. So I went to the eye doctor because I'm like, clearly, like, I need glasses or something. Something's going on, I've got something happening here. So I went to the eye doctor. Great eye doctor, like old school eye doctor. He used to do house calls, just like a regular GP, general practitioner. But anyway, went to him. I went in the afternoon, and they did every freaking test imaginable, like things that you don't normally when you go to the eye doctor, ophthalmologist. They're not like taking the testing to that level unless they're like something's going on. So, they dilated my eyes, they looked everything, they did this, they did that, they looked through this lens and that lens, and then they did a visual field. Anybody ever have a visual field test um, at the eye doctor? It's like, how can I explain it? I don't know. It's like this. It's like a room that's almost completely dark. You still have some lighting, like kind of track lighting along the edge of the ceiling, and then it's almost like a cockpit front. It's the only way I can explain it, but blank, no controls, right? So it's this dome, like it's white. It's the light is bright, and you put your head in, and they have to have a chin rest. And then you stare at the center, right? There's a dot. I'm trying to remember everything. It's been forever since, it's been a really long time since I've been to the eye doctor. But anyway, so I'm staring at this dot, and then there are little bing, like little lights that go off, and you have to, I think, press a button, or they give you a button or whatever. So every time you see something, they it's recorded, right? Or you think you see something, it's recorded. Okay. So they did that particular test multiple times. And I think they thought that maybe I was just having a hard time doing the test, not because there was anything wrong, but because, maybe I just wasn't getting the whole procedure of, looking in and hitting the button whenever you see a white light shine. So I totally knew what I had to do. They were really clear and all that, but it was like um, they just repeated it. I wish I could remember how many times. I just can't remember. But anyway, they repeated it, and it was painful um, because looking at the light and trying to focus, like it really started to hurt my eye. So there was really no other tests that Dr. Michaelis could do. And he was like, there is something wrong, but we don't know what's wrong. So we made an appointment for you with a neurologist. And I was like, great. so, um, so basically, like we were there after they closed, because they did so many different tests and did that visual field a bunch of times. And then yeah, they made the appointment for me, and I went, and the next day, I believe, or the day after, and met my first neurologist, who's amazing, but he's in Portland now. But Dr. Senoff, and it was like, now I was 32. Okay, so I'm young. I'm like, wanting to start my business. Like I was at the top of things, just really gonna explode, professionally and otherwise. And yeah, it was not a good visit. He took me to, um, he did we did the whole all the he did all the neuro exams that he could do in his office, and he was like, okay, you need an MRI. What kind of insurance do you have? And I'm like, insurance? I don't have insurance. I'm self-employed. And he's like, what? You don't have insurance? I'm like, well, how am I going to have insurance? I'm self-employed. Hello. So he took me over to Morton Plant. This is up in Clearwater in Florida. Took me to Morton Plant, their MRI center, and worked something out. And I got an MRI. And he was like, I'll call you with the results. So I was like, all right. I had a friend of mine come and pick me up, because they gave me something to go into the MRI tube. Cause I was like, oh hell no, I'm like claustrophobic. There's no way, no way I'm going in there without anything. So I had to have a friend pick me up because obviously I couldn't drive. And we went out to lunch and ordered food, and the food was just about to come out. And I got a call from Dr. Sinoff, and he said, "Come back to my office." Got the food packed up, drove back to his office, and he proceeded to tell me that I have multiple sclerosis. And I was like, "What? Nah, like, no. How could I have MS?" And it's like, I mean, I didn't even really know what it was. It was just like, what the fuck is that? Like, what's MS? But he wanted to put me on steroids immediately. He wanted to do a spinal tap to confirm it. And I said, nope. And no, I was freaked out. I was so freaked out, you guys. So anyway, went home, called my family, cried, got on the internet, such as it was back then. There wasn't a lot of information out there. There was information about medical marijuana, which was in Canada only at the time. It was not available in the States medically. And at least I don't think it was back then. And, as far as like natural things, it was like bee stings. There was a couple other things. And I'm like, no, no bee stings. Seriously? Like you have people, you get stung and the venom is supposed to help you somehow. I can't remember the articles, but anyway, I wasn't doing that. I had just signed a 3-year lease on that 5,000 square foot facility that I was renovating at the time. And I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. And I didn't know what the hell MS was. Um, and yeah, that was the beginning of a major change in my life. So I want to do this. Hang on. I want to check out and see if anybody is watching. As a moderator, you can make changes. No, nobody's watching. Okay, so is anybody watching on Instagram? No, nobody's watching. Oh, wait, what's happening here? Yeah, this is very cool though. All right. This is what I'm going to do, you guys. I'm not going to keep going. I'm going to take this, I'm going to edit it, I'm going to throw up some reels on it, I think, because I really want to engage with you guys, and I want you guys to just like, I don't know, I just want to engage with you guys. I want to talk to you guys. I want to have a conversation. This is just good practice for me to do things like these lives. And like I said before, I really want to do them every day, but I haven't done that yet. So anyway, I think I'm gonna end it. I'm looking on my other page here, my other Facebook page. I'm seeing if anything is showing up there or anybody is listening there. But I don't think so. I don't think that's happening. Instagram. Nope. Nope. Nobody's listening here. Here. Or Oh, that's a bummer, you guys. It's not letting me connect. But anyway, oh wait, here it is. Here it is. It's letting me connect to my business page. Let's go. Let's see. Miss my boy. I miss him so much, man. Oh, that's wild. It's not broadcasting here, is it? Oh wait, yes it is. Um, oh no, it's not. It is not showing up here. Hmm. Well, that's not very good. Post. Hmm. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. I love you. We're going to do this again. I want to give you more information, but I'm not spilling it all out in one clip here. So, I was going to go over things if people were like engaged. I wanted to talk about the electric hand cycle. I wanted to talk about the car controls, the hand controls. So, yeah, I'll do this again. In the meantime, thank you for watching this. If you go back and watch it later, that would be amazing. And also, thank you for sharing my page. Thank you for donating to whoever donated. And I really appreciate you guys. And I just wanted to let you know that. And I hope you have a great weekend. And I love you. And have a good talk on positive day. And that's it. Bye.